Hello, my name is Meg Levu, and I'm just a passionate storyteller trying to be the bridge, not the monument. In this episode, we're discussing changing habits. Welcome to the lab. Good morning! We are in episode number 2, and today we're going to talk about changing habits. But first, we're going to check the mail. Oh, look at this! I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. I think a lot of you did. Got a lot of great comments for the intro on Get in the Lab, which Kevin helped me film, so you can give him some props as well. But seriously, I'm behind all that. And today we're going to talk about changing habits. So let's get in the lab. Let's go. Okay, so we're back in the lab, and it's still very, very cold, so I'm trying very hard to look presentable, although freezing my ass off. Okay, last week we played with the idea of setting new goals for ourselves, right? And I want to reward those of you who actually listened. So let me read some of those right now, because those were really good. Cynthia Dixon, my moment was so long ago, but still effective. It was when I first earned my first commission for ClickBank, and it was $16, LOL. But the fact that I made a cheap video using Windows Movie Maker just once that had redirected affiliate link to the 99-cent domain I bought, and whenever someone purchased that product, I earned a commission. I couldn't believe it. After that, I was addicted. That one simple thing that opened many doors of possibility for me. The cool thing, I was just getting started. Oh man, Cynthia, that's so dope. When you first earned that commission, I know exactly what you're talking about. When I first started doing affiliate marketing, I think it was excuse me, that was last year. And I was like, oh my God, I got $16 too. So that's so funny. When you said $16, I was like, holy crap. When I first earned money on Amazon affiliates, it was also $16. So very cool, awesome. Thank you for sharing that with me, Cynthia. And Kyle Hamilton, my moment was actually on here, YouTube. That moment I started randomly getting subscribers and random comments on my videos. The fact that people actually give a shit is crazy to me. Then I think about all the work of making videos. Oh, yeah, but I truly enjoy it. It's so fun to me. Dude, yeah, definitely. When you first start making videos on YouTube, you're like, and then, somebody actually comments and says, or likes, or shares it, or even if they engage with you a tiny bit, and I still get a huge kick out of that when people comment on my videos. I'm so excited to answer back. So definitely, Kyle, that's definitely a moment of possibility that I can relate to. Okay, so we covered that, and today we're going to talk about changing habits. And so I think it's really important that, you guys are setting a lot of fitness goals right now. You're setting diet goals, maybe business goals and all that. Yes to all that. Yes to all that. Yes. Girl, get it. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is self-perception goals and self-perception habits. Because for the longest time, okay, and I'm going to be 30 this year, dirty 30, all right? I'm going to be 30 this year, and for the longest time, I wore the badge of tomboy on my arm very, very prominently. I was very proud of it, and anything feminine, anything girly just scared the shit out of me. I was just like, yeah. So back in October 2015, which was very, very recent, I volunteered for a boudoir shoot. And if you guys don't know about that, you can visit the episode right here or in the description. And that was really fun. It was a really eye-opener for me to be more feminine, to dig into what it means to be a woman in this day and age, and just what it means to be a woman for me, especially now that I was getting into marriage and becoming a wife, and what does that really mean? And with all of these traditional values and traditional roles that I've been brought up to believe, which there's nothing wrong with that, but those roles were changing for me as I was living the day-to-day of being married, being a wife, being a partner, being a business partner, being a cook at home, being all these things. And so I was like, why for so long did I shun the femininity, the natural femininity of me? Being masculine and feminine is a part of everybody has it, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I began to think, why is that? I just think I created a habit, My first drawing when I was in preschool was a Ninja Turtle. I'm like out of balance. And you know, Asians, we can't be out of balance. And you know, we're all about that Zen life. So I started to explore it a bit more. And ever since that boudoir shoot, I've been exploring more in my writing and what it means to be a woman. I mean, Kevin and I have really kind of challenged the roles of what it means to be a husband and wife for us and to be business partners for us. And so, you know, it's a very personal thing, but I want to share that with you guys because changing your perception of yourself, which is, you know, the quote that I have hanging on the wall here, smash the old perceptions of yourself. It's so confining to be known for one thing and to know yourself as only one thing or one way or one-sided or one-dimensional. I'd like to believe that I have all of these other aspects of myself that I have not yet explored, and that excites me a little bit. So I want to talk to you guys about that and changing the perceptions of yourself. So let me tell you a story. So growing up, I played with Legos, action figures, I still have them, G.I. Joes, and Barbies. And it just kind of continued like this for a very long time. I just naturally gravitated towards boy toys, masculine toys, boy things, boy activities. You know, I think growing up, I was closer with my dad, fixing things around the house, which is what I still do to this day. And so I never really, you know, ventured into what it meant to be girly, and it scared me, you know, and I felt embarrassed if I didn't, if I even looked at, you know, lipstick or a dress or a skirt. I felt embarrassed, like it wasn't me. And I think it's because my mom too, she was such a tomboy growing up. So she didn't really venture into, here's how you put on makeup. We did none of that. And shaving your legs when I was growing up was like a mortal sin. So like anything feminine was just like, and it was just really interesting now, because now that I'm 30, which I don't think is such a, you know, crazy age, but I feel it is such a long time to be finally okay with being feminine, okay, and with being girly, and for giving myself the okay to be girly. So this brings me to my point, guys. You know, after all this time, I'm finally being okay with wearing dresses, with wearing this and that, and it all comes down to one thing: giving yourself permission. Give yourself permission. Go ahead. Yes, it's okay. Because you know what Kevin told me when I first started to put on lots of makeup, like way more a lot than I did ever before? He said, you look like a guy putting on makeup. Yeah. So definitely me venturing into my own femininity and putting on makeup and stuff like this is not for him. Because I kind of questioned this myself. I said, why am I trying to be more girly? Definitely it's not for him. It's for me. It's for me to explore my own girliness, my own femininity, and what, you know, explore makeup and these little modes that you get yourself in. Changing your own self-perception takes a lot of courage and a will of your own. I mean, Kevin eventually got used to me wearing makeup and actually is embracing it when I get dressed up and stuff. But definitely I had to create a safe zone for me and nobody else. Because look, some of you guys will be trying, you know, maybe trying some new things, setting new goals, changing new habits for yourself, rebranding and things like that, changing your name. I just went through a changing my name sort of process right now, which is totally weird. I'm now Meg LeVue instead of Megan Pangan. Definitely, it definitely takes a weird sort of uncomfortable vibe to kind of go through. But I think it's totally worth it because now you get to explore these other facets, other dimensions of yourself. So look, give yourself permission, okay? Give yourself permission to just try it and just to have the experiment. You know, experience. You can always go back to to the way that you always are. This is the way I always am. If you say that all the time, you know, stuff like that. But to give yourself the experience. Give yourself the experience. This is something that I've been trying to say to myself as a sort of mantra when something scares me, when something is uncomfortable. I said, well, it was an experience. That was such an experience, or it was an experience, or, you know, you can change your tone with that thing, but give yourself the permission to have the experience, because after all, you only have this one life. And so I know that's cliche as shit right now, but like, I want to leave you guys with a quote. Don't just think outside the box. Simply realize that there is no box. So what about you? Can you share a moment when you kind of smashed the old perceptions of yourself and said, you know what, I'm not gonna be like that anymore. I wanna try, I wanna experiment and try this new thing. Maybe it's finally wearing dresses for the first time and actually feeling comfortable in them. Maybe it's like me, putting on lipstick for the first time and actually really loving it, not being forced into it and feeling safe about it. Please share that with me in the comments so we can vibe on that together. And if you're like me, venturing into something new, could you just give yourself permission already? Hey there, I hope you enjoyed episode number 2. Be sure to leave a comment on what we talked about, changing habits. I'm trying to do a better job of storytelling and just making better video. Obviously, I think the audio can improve, so don't tell me, I already know, I'm working on it. And we're getting in a bunch of other new equipment, slowly coming in to help make the videos more high quality, yeah. But it takes time. I'm a one-woman crew, so it takes a little bit of time, but I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, we'll see you next time here. Don't forget to leave a comment below, and don't forget to like the video if you did. We'll see you next time. Peace out.